I knew that eventually I want to basically play one of Darren Gray's games. He's basically one of the hosts of the 70RLs, as well as, like, Roguelike Radio, which I did listen to quite a bit back in the day. But, well, let's just play one of his games then here, and I figure, it really, like, says something. Basically, like, go to, like, this one right here, Broken Bottle. So, here's a readme for it. Broken Bottle is a 70RL written by Darren Gray as a module for the T-Engine. Blah blah, you can basically run through T-Engine if you want to, but we're running a standalone version, so whatever. And here's the game description. A grim tale of alcoholism and brutality in a post-apocalyptic world. Written by Darren Gray for the 7-Day Roguelike Challenge 2011. It is several years since the war reduced civilization to ashes. The people hide in deep mineshafts, isolated from the rest of the world. Chaos is rife, and ordered society has all but collapsed. In this dark world, an alcoholic with a murky past is sent on a futile mission to rediscover the surface. Will you guide him to hope for a better life, free from the chains of his addiction? Or will you continue the downward spiral of violence and self-destruction? You move and attack with the numpad or mouse. You fire with F, though bullets are very rare commodity. You rest with R. You access your inventory with I. You grab items with G. Escape for game options and to rebind keys. Stamina is drained with melee attacks and will cause you to miss more often. Alcohol levels have various effects. Alright, so let's just see what this one's all about. Alright, so Broken Bottle is a packaged game module you can also install more by going to te.org, but whatever. There's options here if you basically want to, so if I want to, I can always rebind the keys, I think, or maybe you can't. Oh yes you can, just go, whatever you want to. So, I want it to be G, so it's fine. That's something I always liked about the T-Engine. It makes it so easy, basically, to, get your keys and stuff, but whatever. So, there is, settings for that. I don't think it has any music going through, but whatever. There's the video options, so it's in 1920 by 1080, so that's good. That should actually be, working appropriately then. Alright, so, enough of that. Let's just get to it. So, this is basically a rehash of everything right here. You can read that again if you want to, but let's just jump in. And yes, loading, loading, loading. Always fun. Alright, here we go. This world. It used to be something special. I remember grass and trees and people laughing. Now it's a grey, washed out place. A dim and dreary existence with only sharp bursts of pain to remind us we're all still alive. How little I care these days. It feels like I'm looking at life through the bottom of a broken bottle of whiskey. The drips of brown liquid blurring all the light and color. The cracks of glass distorting figures into ugly, jagged shapes. God, I need a drink. Alright, so basically there's your thing there. Here's a guard. Soldier! Barks the suit. Look sharp! I ain't no soldier. I'm a thief, a bandit, a rogue. Whatever I need to be to survive. Right now the damn military have got me hooked up on one of their damned missions, but I ain't no soldier. I grunt at the dumb asshole. There's Ruskies up there, he says to me with a confounding grin. The press says they're coming over the sea to take over our mines. They's hunting out all mines all over the world. We can't allow it. We cannot allow a mineshaft gap. That's what the folks up top saying. Pah, what a fool. He believes whatever crap the radios spew out, but I guess stuck down these mines for years, you end up believing all sorts of things. And look at me, marching out on their stupid mission, in case there's Russians coming over the ocean to get us all. What dumb red would want this hellhole? Besides, everyone knows you can't go near the surface anymore. But they give me a gun and 2 bottles of spirits, so I ain't about to refuse them. I'll go truck about a bit, come back in a few days, and tell them there ain't nothing up there. Hell, maybe they'll give me a few more bottles if I offer to do it again. So much talking, and I'll be doing a lot more, just to throw it out there. Alright, so, you basically see our @ sign right there, there's the guy right there. I'll look basically over here, like the bottom right, you can basically see our stats, so you can see my name, my level, my experience is level, strength, aim, health, speed, life, stamina. I'm a little bit groggy right now, but it's fine. Alright, so we got a description where we basically drop down to these levels like this, so, the mines. These higher areas have been sealed off for a long time by the military, because of the radiation. But a lot of holes have been dug around, so they sure ain't empty. I've not been up here before myself, but I've heard stories that it ain't a nice place to be. Animals, bandits, piranhas, junkies, they all infest this dirt hole. I better wash myself. And note this name, piranhas. You'll basically see that what that's all about later. It's a really, like, interesting name basically to have for things, so yeah. Alright, let's look around here. So we got the feral dog right here. Use and neglect to turn once domesticated animal wild. Now they hunt in packs, feeding off the weak. So basically you can see, like, these enemies here got like a feral dog. We got the black rat. Wherever we go, they follow. For millennia, they have reveled in the filth we created, and even after the end of the world, they feed on our sustenance, basically. So, black rat and all sorts of stuff. There's a ball of whiskey up there. Wonderful, beautiful liquor. Here to save me from remembering who I am. You don't want to remember who you are, by the way, but whatever. Oops, I hit the wrong key. Alright, so note that my life base went down quite a bit there. Let's just press R. So I rested 11 turns, stop, ready to go. So note basically my HP doesn't come back in this one. Here's a bottle of whiskey right here, let's get that. Now, on the basically you have an inventory, by the way, and in it you basically have, like, your, like, equipment over here, and then over here you have, like, your inventory. So note that basically you use, like, alcohol to basically heal yourself up. So you have, like, stims, hypodermic syringe filled with regenerative serum. You have, like, vodka, cheap of a small, paste stripper. Tastes ain't great, but it does the trick. Bottle of whiskeys here. And yeah, another basically is all, like, restores, like, your life and stuff like that. So you have, like, 1 life from, like, vodka, bottle of whiskey and stuff like that. Don't I get my stamina back whenever I, like, run around here, so that's a thing. My life is not looking great though, so would it be awesome if I basically died, like, on the first level here, because, like, I'm being an idiot and not, like, properly controlling myself. Low health again, apparently. Apparently I've got 0 life, but we're not dead yet. Is that a bug? I'm not really sure. Let's see if someone kills me. So yes, basically if you go, like, below, like, 25 HP, you die. So I have died at last. You can dump some data down about me in a file, but you're better off freeing me. Leave me here in peace. So exit the main menu. Blah blah. Alright, so, that's probably a bit of a bug, basically going to, like, 0 HP and below, but, it's not a major one, so whatever. Let's properly do this then. So yes, obviously you basically want to avoid, like, you know, taking damage in this game because you can't really regenerate, I guess, so don't take damage unnecessarily, basically. So there's all that stuff again. I see an aviator helm right here, apparently. Let's get that. I'm gonna kill the dog easily enough. Awesome. Alright, so yeah, basically there's like stuff you can basically wear in this game. So there's an aviator helmet, a thick leather jerkin, lined with fur, with large goggles attached to the front. So this gives me crit defense 10. Let's put that on. And yeah, so basically find stuff as you go along in here, so always be on the lookout for stuff. Killed the white rat, apparently. I'm a killer. Of course, you already saw that in the intro, so that's not really anything to, like, you know, be surprised by. So yeah, it's nothing really to, like, you know, note here. You know, what about the AI can't go around, like, diagonals very well? That could be a thing. Yeah, there's an issue with, like, you know, the pathfinding for, like, the enemies, apparently, so, you know, basic 70-year-old has, like, you know, basic issues. This is an old, like, game, by the way, so this is, like, over a decade old. Keep that in mind, I guess. That's the way down, but let's just, like, you know, clean up the experience I can for this level. And here's a switchblade. So right now we basically have ourselves a blunt knife, which basically has, like, you know, damage of 2, standard cost of, like, +2. A switchblade basically has, like, you know, damage of 3.5, critical chance, and standard cost of the same, so we'll put that basically on. We just drop that, we don't really care about it, really. There's our aviator helmet right there, but we already have one, so don't worry about that. Alright, so here we basically found something very, very dangerous. This is basically like, you know, a schematic. Lots of people give up on this life, handing themselves over to joys that only narcotics can provide. Who can blame them when everything else is pain? This junkie's skin is pockmarked with open sores, and bones seem to jet out from his anorexic flesh. He looks at me with his vacant eyes, and suddenly the light of greed arises. So yeah, basically this guy's like, you know, he's giving himself over to drugs, unfortunately for him. Now, this guy's probably dangerous enough, I actually want to shoot him, I think, so bam. We're just going to shoot this guy. Alright, so this guy still has a level up here. We just have different stats we can level up if we want to. So we have strength, aim, health, and speed. So speed. Speed lets me move faster and dodge attacks easier. Health basically lets me cling on to life a little longer. Basically, this gives me more life and stamina. This gives me more speed and defense and critical defense. Aim gives me a better chance to hit and to target vital spots. So basically, I have a hit chance, critical chance, and critical damage. Strength just gives me more stamina and, like, you know, damage. So I think we'll just go for speed here. I note that I actually got my life back, so I guess, like, it's worth it to level as much as possible, so wait for that. And I also got a stims, by the way, so that's cool. I have to be very careful using, like, my bolts, because as you can see, I only have a few of them, but, you know, the junk is actually fairly dangerous, so I didn't want to, obviously, like, you know, waste too much, like, you know, effort trying to, like, you know, back him down with, like, you know, other stuff. So here's my revolver, by the way, so an old but serviceable revolver. The military keeps tight straps and firearms, so this here is some premium booty. Ammo is scarce too, so I best save this baby for emergencies. Alright, that's basically it for this level, so let's move on. And right away we got ourselves another junkie here to fight, so... Bam! So let's kill him, beat down I guess. I got some more stims from him. More stims right there. I can see that these guys hurt quite a bit when I hit you, so... I don't want to screw around with them if I can help it somewhat. There's the way down if I needed to. Here's a dagger. A dagger's another, like, melee weapon, so this has a damage of 3, critical chance of 8, standard cost of 2. I guess that's probably worse than my, my switchblade, I guess, so... Let's drop this. Probably note that I'm basically sober at this point, so... I was groggy before, now I'm sober. And I'm actually letting this basically get up by way as much as possible because I could be drinking alcohol, but I want to basically save it for now. I'll go over basically why I'm basically saying it, but for now it's gonna wait for that. So I slipped a needle into my vein and slowly pumped the plasma in. Ah, that feels good. So basically got myself some HP back from this guy. Okay, kill this guy off. Know how much HP these guys can really do to you if you're not careful, so... If possible, obviously, shoot the junkies if I have the bullets for it, but, I need bullets for that, so that's a thing. We're ready for poor pathfinding, I guess. A metal plated jacket, that's good. We don't have any armor right now, so we can basically put this on. Someone seems to have sewn metal plates into a lining of a jacket. It's very heavy and cumbersome, but perhaps could add some extra protection. So this costs me stamina, but at the same time, it gives me protection. So we're a lot more beefy, basically. There's a junkie, so bam, just kill him. I got plenty of stims, by the way, so I should probably start using them more primarily to kill the junkies, but I got the bullets right, early on for now, so it's fine. Alright, I think we're basically done here, so... Oh, did I miss a place down here? I did. Oh, wait, no, that's the map generation. I know the map is basically not perfect. It doesn't, scroll down, as you might expect it to, so... Actually, I killed that attic without much issue. I might actually have enough protection, by the way, for the plates to, not have to worry about that as much anymore. This basically gives me, armor, right? So, we take a lot less damage now when we basically get hit, so... It is a lot better, I think. We also get a little bit of aim as well. We'll basically go for, aim and speed for the most part. I have to pay attention to my experience, by the way, because I just leveled up there. Here's a truncheon. A simple bludgeoning instrument. So this basically has a damage of 4, critical chance of 8.5, stamina cost of 4. I think the switchblade is probably better for the stamina cost, but having extra damage is not a bad thing right now, so... Not a bad thing right there. Let's just drop that. Alright, so, hallucination. I see a woman. She's shouting. I shout back, but she won't listen. She never listens. Who is she to judge me, or what I do? I try to make her shut up. I'm angry. I grab her. She resists. Alright, so, basically as you go along, you're going to basically get withdrawal systems, as you're like, you know, you don't have, like, beer. So, you basically have these hallucinations basically pop up like, you know, you just did with withdrawal systems. So, my vision blurs, I close my eyes, but shapes appear. No, go away. I don't want to see this. So, note the idea of, like, this game is, like, you know, you can basically, like, you know, drink alcohol, basically to, like, you know, stop the hallucinations, but, you know, I'll try to show them off a little bit, right? So, we'll try to, like, not drink alcohol unless I need it. A hard hat. So you got aviator helmet, which basically gives me crit defense. This basically gives me 4 crit defense. Drop. You're not very useful then. Now, no, by the way, like you see this right here. I sweat all over. I take a deep breath, but my lungs are aflame with pain. So, no, basically as you go along and like you have these withdrawal symptoms, you actually have stamina issues as well. So, my hands are shaking uncontrollably, and my heart is pulsing like mad. So basically, it's like these just randomly pop up as I like you know travel around here. Whoops! I went the wrong way. Alright, hallucination. She's lying on the ground, blood spilling from a gash across her head. Shards of glass spread across the carpet around her. In my hand is a broken bottle. Crimson drops on the jagged edges mixes with the dripping amber contents. A young girl with dark hair comes into the room. She sees me. She screams, her face wild with fear and horror. She runs away. What have I done? So, this is the usual, you know, tale of like an alcoholic, basically. Alright, so now we're in the caves. I hear a distant, high-pitched laugh, a giggle echoing through the cavernous halls. Several voices chant in unison. Na 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 na. Ah shit, piranhas. The war left a lot of orphans behind. In our violent society, more are made all this time. And who can look after kids in an age like this? Hard enough to feed yourself, so they're left homeless, roaming the streets and the mines, begging for scrapes of or stealing what they can to survive. Some of them band together into groups, marking out their own territory, attacking anyone that comes near. This is the last thing I need right now, fucking piranhas. Now, I haven't really been doing it, but you notice that, like, these things, like, you know, they all have, like, descriptions and stuff like that. And, like, you know, you basically see what these are all about, so, like, you know, brown rats and stuff like that. Look at the piranha here. Large, bright eyes shine out from a small, grubby face. The young girl is dressed in rags, grime covering her every inch of her soft skin. Her hair is sweeping backwards in unattended knots. Stamina usually is 4 per attack. So basically the idea is like, you know, you have like these like little girls and like little boys basically running around. And that's actually something I always find like interesting about like, you know, Broken Bottle here. Basically this is a game that like, you know, you basically play. And it's one of those few games where you can actually fight little children if you basically want to. Now, by the way, you can't actually just fight directly, you have to actually do something first, but you know, we'll get to that in a moment. We're just gonna kill off the stuff here first. And this is a good time to start drinking some, like, you know, some whiskey and stuff, so I'm a little bit groggy now. And if I drink a little bit more, still groggy. And a little bit more, because why not? So note that they basically steal stuff from you, but now note that I'm basically drunk. Goddamn piranhas! Drive me fucking mad! They reach with their dirty, feeding fingers, and then run away before you can lay a hand on them. Little bastards! Damn filthy creatures get everywhere! So yes, the bloody piranha shudders and a small body falls to the ground. Ugh! And then you have, like, you know, the feral dogs over here, of course, so, well, Honestly, that's more of an issue with me just, not being drunk anymore, so let's just get drunk again. These little bastards go for whatever they see is weak! I ain't gonna let them be me! And as you can see, everything is basically coming at me from all directions. Note that when you basically, lose your stuff, they'll actually, run away. There's a Stemac up there, apparently. Alright, let's just drive, a little bit more of this. This useless piece of trash is no better than an animal, feeding off base desires. She's probably better off dead. And I guess that's worth knowing about as well, there can be both female and male junkies in this game, so hooray for that. Oh, my health is low. That's not good. Alright, we can pick up both the stuff here. Note the stuff basically right here is all the stuff basically they took from me, these guys, so that's all that is. Alright, so I gotta go get my stuff now. The stems. Vodka. And note that basically the prize that I've already stolen from me, they'll basically keep running from me, so. Alright, so note by the way here. I look into the kid's eyes. I can't do it. I raise my hand to attack, but no I won't. So basically, if I'm drunk, basically, it gives me the power. The power of drunkenness! Blam. I got groggy again. There we go. Got my stuff back. And note that I basically had to kill these guys to get my bullets back, so. I mean, there is a reason I had to, I killed them besides the fact they're, orphans and stuff. Now, I suppose you could probably go through this game try not to kill all, the little kids and stuff like that if you want to. And it's probably a good idea to, see if there's, a secret ending, because, I expect, Darren Gray probably have one, but, whatever. I've done enough bad things in life. I don't want to kill a child. So this is a young boy, by the way, so. The young boy is dressed in rags, grime covering every inch of his tender skin. So basically got ourselves, little boys and little girls. As Tony drops to the ground, bleeding profusely, I watch the light fade from her eyes. There's an aviator helmet right there. There's a bottle of whiskey. Kill a feral dog. Note, by the way, there is different level designs and stuff like that, so that is an interesting thing. Let's grab that stuff. And we have more piranhas and stuff to deal with, but oh well. Someone stole my bullets, but whatever. Alright, so the caves. I got me a kid somewhere. Don't know what happened to her. Not even sure that what age she'd be these days. My memories are clouded in a dim haze of whiskey and bourbon. Probably better that way. Wonder what she looks like now. Could she be out there, amongst these wild children? Would she recognize her old pa, dirt encrusted and stubby, still stinking of liquor? I sometimes dream about her, but the dreams are always painful. Probably she's dead. I hope she's dead. She doesn't deserve this world. Oh, piranhas that way. Oh, someone grab my bullets. There's a leather jacket here. I think I prefer a metal plate jacket because it basically, makes me so much easier to, not die. Let's use a stem. You know, there's no reason for me not to, like, you know, go over this way to, like, you know, check it out over here a little bit, so... Nothing this way, that's fine. I got my stems at this point because, like, you know, why not? I think a good reason to like pick up the stuff like this, I guess, so you can steal like my leather jacket and stuff. If I have like you know, crap items, so basically just take those perhaps instead. Yeah, I took the leather jacket there, so. Here's my stems. The upper mines. The military ain't been past here in years. Everyone they send up don't come back. That's why they send losers like me up instead. I wonder what's happened to all the fellows that have been sent up here before. Did they get killed off by bandits and muggers? Is there some unheard of horrible deaths lurking ahead in wait? Or do they find their way out to freedom? Is there such glorious hope before me? Ha! Some chance. Here's a ball of vodka, we'll take that. Alright, so now we got ourselves bandits. This world favors the strong, the opportunists. Those who can take from the weak to make their own lives more bearable. In this greedy face and cunning grin, I see myself. So, we have bandits basically to fight now. And these guys actually hurt me, so... I gotta be very careful around them. There we go. This guy's stems on him as well as switch other stuff, I guess. I'm glad I have a little bit of speed, but these guys hurt. A lot, as you can see. This is where bullets are useful, because like these guys really hurt a lot, so... It's probably better to shoot the bandits than it is to like, you know, do what I'm basically doing right now. Dancing around them. Hey, I leveled up, so I'm gonna get my, like, you know, health back, I guess, from that. Let's get ourselves some aim. Some stems. More stems. We'll look around this level to see if I can basically find some stuff, I guess. I just realized all those prams basically take away my bullets. That's the only bad thing with the prams is, like, you know, they take away your bullets and stuff like that, so... It's like one detriment to basically, like, you know, leaving them be. Our aviator helmet. There's a studded jacket, we'll pick that up. So we got a studded jacket, this basically is armor free, standard cost 2. And you can see these all have different costs and stuff like that, so they're, you know, interesting that sort of aspect, I guess. Do you want to have, like, you know, more high stamina build? Do you want to have, like, you know, less stamina, like, you know, inclined build? There we go, kill the junkie. Alright, I think this is where we go. This guy's using 14 stamina to attack me, by the way. He's probably got trunction as well. Let's use a stem. It's a bad place for me to be. We killed off the bandit. And a dog right there. Oh, this guy had a lead pipe, so that's why it was doing such high damage. Yeah, honestly, you gotta get better stuff here, at least do a lot more damage. So this push has like 4.5 damage, the trunction has like 4.5 here. Interesting, the damage went up, I guess, a little bit. Lead pipe is 7.5, so let's put that basically on. The junkie. Alright, we're gonna withdraw again, so maybe I'll have like, you know, some more like hallucinations for you guys to see. And of course my, like, you know, volume went off there for a moment, but whatever. My hands shaking uncontrollably, my heart is pulsing like mad. My stomach heaves and convulses in agony. I bend over double, dry rushing, unable to control myself. So there's a really bad, like, you know, symptom of withdrawal. Basically, you can lose like half your stamina all at once. Is there something up here or something? Yeah, no, probably, like, you know, you can't rest if there's stuff basically in sight, so. Alright, here we go. The sky is on fire. Sirens are wailing and everything is screaming, running about. In the distance I see a cloud rising, a thick grey column of smoke expanding out into a giant white oval of dust. There's a military truck loading people on. I clamber forwards, but there is no room. I shovel one out of the way. I have a place. She lies crying on the ground as the truck speeds off. I'm safe. Yeah, I'm a real piece of shit, honestly. Okay, finding a bandit here might be a very bad idea, so. Yeah, I'm basically playing hard mode because basically I'm letting these, like, you know, guys, like, you know, I'm basically, like, you know, playing hard mode because basically, like, you know, these guys will tear me to pieces if I, like, hallucinate, like, you know, have, like, poor stamina or whatever. I'm hungry, and the guard won't give me any more rations. I walk away feeling upset. I see a guy, he's got a package, could it be food? I follow him till he disappears into a little hut. There's no one about. I creep into the hut and go for the guy. He fights back by bringing him to the floor. Grab something hard and pound it against his skull till he stops moving. I look at what's in his hand. It's a toy truck. Bright red, now stained in dirty yellow plastic. A drop of a curse. I take the package and inside there's some bread and ham and a small bottle of bourbon. I whip down the food. Of a small child's face appears from under a blanket. He looks at me with instant curiosity. I grab the bottle and run. So yeah, a real piece of shit. Yes, I swallow over everything around me is swirling. I can't concentrate at all. A guard lies trussed up on the dusty ground. The guys around me are cheering, some sorting through the loot they got from him. One of them turns to me. New blood, he says. You gotta prove yourself to the gang. He hands me a knife and pushes me towards the guard. The man looks up with a scared face, his eyes pleading me not to do it. The gang cheers me on. I bend down and stab with the knife. His body convulses, and it takes several more stabs for him to stop. My hands are covered in blood. So yeah, this is basically the story of this guy. Oh, bandit. Let's get this stuff here. Do. Switchblade, sure, we'll take that. Stud jacket, sure, why not? Alright, that seems to be it for this level, so... The upper mines. The air here feels a little different. Less musty, I guess. I wonder. Nah, can't be. The walls around are scrawling graffiti. The logo of some bandit clan, perhaps. I was in a band gang once. Did a lot of terrible things. Not even a drink can wash all those dark memories away. I hear a noise ahead, like a buzzing sound. Something mechanical. Shit, I don't even want to think what that could be. Hallucination. The guys are in a ring, whooping and shouting. At the center is a young woman, her clothes lying in shreds around her, whilst the gang takes turns of pleasure. Gleeful eyes, drooling mouths, grubby hands, squealing pale flesh. I feel sick. It's my turn now, they say. I hesitate before taking a deep swig from a bottle. As I feel liquid warmth run through me, I walk forwards and unzip my jeans. Her face is bruised and swollen, white lines running from her eyes, where her tears have washed away the thick layer of dirt. I turn her over so I don't have to see her face. I don't want to do this, but the gang are all around me. I grab her and pull her towards me, feeling her flesh pressed against mine. Hell, I even enjoyed it. Alright, let's see if I can level up before, like, getting to the end here. Basically, if you hear a chainsaw, it means that there's a boss basically on this level. And we're almost to the end. Do. Nothing that way. So here's a bandit leader. A tall bandit stands before me wearing a flak jacket and a biker's helmet. From the multiple dog ties hanging like trophies around his neck, it's clear what happened to all the military guys before me. In his hands, a roaring, buzzing chainsaw. He laughs as he swings it through the air. So this guy's basically got a chainsaw to attack you with if he, gets close enough to. This is where the gun's useless to start blowing him away, but I don't got a gun. Hallucination. The guys are all grinning and laughing, pleased with their night's work and their stolen pleasures. The girl lies on the ground. Her eyes look empty and dazed. I feel like a monster. One of them swoops down, bringing out a dagger. She doesn't even flinch as he runs across her throat. As her dark blood spills onto this filthy floor, something inside me snaps. I take out my gun, loading at the guy's head. I fire, and keep firing until the cartridge is empty and there's no one left standing. One of them groans and starts to move. I drop the gun and run. Fuck. So, eventually, I guess we had enough. Oh, let's see if I can level up here. I don't want to basically fight that bandit leader until you're basically ready for it, right? So, I gotta escape. They're after me. They know what I've done. I've seen what they do to people who betray the gang. Shit, I'm done for. But the military, they got something going on. Explore the upper mines? Sounds dumb as shit, but hell, anything to escape. Can this be my hope, my salvation? Or am I walking straight to my death? God, I need a drink. I wonder if that's basically the story of what sort of happened to this character. We're almost leveled up. 18% more. You may not even have to fight that bandit leader, so... Let's just look around here, I guess. Honestly, I was waiting to see if I get an hallucination or not, so... If I get one, then great. If not, oh well. There's a dagger. Some more stems. Alright, well that's basically it for the level, I guess. Bandit leader's over there, so... Ah, my eyes. The light stings. Ah, but no. Can it be? Is that sunlight? I ain't seen sunlight in so long. The air here is dry. It hurts my lungs just to breathe it. But up at the end, the source of the light. Could it truly be? This feels like a dream. So yeah, I know basically you can win if you just like, get out here, so... The surface. There's nothing here. Dusty sand blows softly across the cracked air ground. Skeletons dot the landscape, their hollow skulls bleached bright white. Bare teeth grinning at the empty world around them. High above, the sun scorches down its radiance, once a symbol of joy and beauty, now a fierce and unforgiving overlord, laying its judgment over the ruined landscape. Its very touch burns my skin, flares my eyes, and the rising dust seems to cling to the linings of my lungs, choking my every breath. Ha. Ha ha ha. What's it all for? What the fuck is the point? All our pointless lives dreaming of a world that once was, but never can be, again. I've seen too much pain, caused too much pain. Why go on? I think I'll rest here. Lay my tired head against the ground, with the bones around me to keep me company. Maybe now I can sleep without dreaming. Good night. The death. I've died at last. So I guess, that's like the ending, that's the actual, normal enemies you have here. You can kill, the bandit leader if you want to kill him, but, if you can just run past him, then, why not? So... Maybe there's a secret ending if you, you don't kill the piranhas, but, well, I feel I want to basically show it off, in sort of his pristine, nature for the most part. Alright, so that's basically, Broken Ball by, Darren Gray. And, it's a really interesting game because it's basically one of those, games that's sort of do you want to basically drink alcohol to, make the game easier for yourself, or you want to basically, avoid it to, suffer the withdrawal symptoms and, get the hallucinations? I believe Rogue Love though basically made a good comment basically about the game though. There's really no reward if you basically don't drink alcohol, so either there should be less alcohol in the game, so it's it's more of an issue, or there should be some payoff if you basically go for sobriety, so to speak. But whatever. That's basically Broken Bottle. I hope you guys basically enjoyed it, and take care.